children of the Commonwealth. It's Papa Jellybean. I am back with another build. I've come back to Far Harbor and I finally finished off the last one. Yes, that's right. Longfellow's cabin has been upgraded to the max. So we're at the entry point. So let's get this going on. We're at the entry point. You can see old Longfellow back there. I don't think he's happy at what I did. I think I messed up his cabin on him and he's pretty PO'd. So here I put the entrance, because this is kind of like a little walking bridge to Far Harbor. So I put the entrance here. I put in a couple of towers here with turrets. Now I've left some room, so like if you want, you got all this area here. But with what I've already done, I didn't want to make it any bigger. I may have gone overboard a little bit, just a little bit, people. So we've got these security doors with the auto close, and then you come in here and you have the security office.
The caravans? I'd have to close up shop. You've always been my best customer.
So here we have our little security office. Come in, check in. You know, guys, keep an eye on. Then over here we have our little farm with water and settlement beacon. Now, you guys may recognize this gentleman right here. Yes, he has come to Far Harbor to do some trading. That's Doc Weathers. So as you come in, what I've done is I put the bar here. This is the bar. Now what I tried to do, I wandered around the island trying to get an idea of what material I should use. Now the material that you see at the top of the bar was what I kept seeing quite a bit. So you have a couple bartenders, some slot machines, some tables, a little pool table. Then up here we have another bar, slot machines and all that. As you can see, the settlers love these slot machines. It's funny, when I'm doing these builds, I never see the settlers. But as soon as I put the slot machines in, they come out of the woodwork. So what I've done, the other thing I've done for the bar, is because of this being central area here, put in like a little skylight. I've added some trees. Now these are from the settlement keywords expanded. For some reason, and I don't know why, it keeps coming up as Northland.esp. Now, if somebody could help me out here, is it because I have Northland diggers installed? Is that why it's coming up? But it's really, really baffling why it does that. So then we go through this little way, and I had to do this. So what I've done down here is I put in 3 fish farms. Now the nice thing about these fish farms is they produce 10 food. So each settler produces 6 food. So 10 times 6, that's 60. And then you have 3 of them. That's 180 food. Just by assigning 3 settlers here. And again, I put these turret towers in just to protect the people working here. And these can all be used. Because I try to make my settlements as interactive as possible. Now it's funny when you're at Far Harbor and you look across, you see this big stone, massive stone settlement. It looks really funny. So over here, I tucked the clinic here inside. Just off to the corner, put a little balcony up there. So there's a lot of people that follow my build. You're quite familiar with how I do things. So we have the clinic here with the torture devices. I still don't know how those things regenerate your health, but that's okay. I'm sure they know how. And then we have the waiting room. We've got some vending machines here, and a little coffee machine here to get some coffee and some cold drinks if you'd like. And then we have the doctor's receptionist here. Got her own little area. As you can see, Charlotte makes herself quite comfortable. And of course, here we have the doctor's office. Damn doors keep slamming in my face. And this is the building department. Now these desks, you can assign a settler to these desks, and not only do they make your settlement more active, these desks also provide happiness. And then these stereos over here, if you activate these stereos, they will tune into the Diamond City radio. And believe it or not, that little thing there adds happiness too. Come on, Charlotte, get out of the way. And like I've been doing lately, I put like a little cafeteria in here. Now the rooms are your typical rooms that I do. Then what I've done on this wall here is I put a couple of X-ray lights there. Yes, people. Longfellow's cabin has a church. I finally did a church. So I've tried a few different things. Like I said, I have done a church and I've done a diner. So rather than use one like one of these buildings here, I've actually made an actual drum and diner. Then of course here we have the church. There's not a lot of decorations for decorating up the church.
Enough of this slog. Just point us to the
But
nearest
it's the
watering
first
hole.
time I've done the church in a settlement, so please bear with me. Then of course here we have your Drummond's Diner. And over here, this is the crafting hall. So all your crafting needs are right here. Everything you could possibly need. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. If I did, I'm sure somebody can put it back in. And of course up here for displaying your armor. And then we got your iBot machine and your robot workbench. All courtesy of Settlement Objects Unlocked.
Hey.
Oh, damn you, Charlotte. So that is this level. There is a grand total of 3 levels. So I put the workbench over here. Now what's going to happen is you're going to put the blueprint in and the workbench is not going to be here. What I use is workbench marker. You'll find it in your crafting section, and it shows a little red workbench. So by using that, wherever you put that workbench, that's where your workbench is going to be. It is so easy to move your workbench that way. So on this level here, we have all of your vendors.
Damn. Can't remember if I had my pass this week or not.
Then I put a little couch in here with a little coffee machine. And then over here is their residence. You know, I remember when I was a kid, the mom and pop stores where they did have the store attached. And you go in there to the store and you can hear whoever in the residence listening to the radio or yelling at each other. You don't see that much anymore. Or if at all, really. Damn doors. Like the kids today, they've missed out on so much. That's like on Facebook, somebody put in there, name something you did in your childhood that kids nowadays would never do. I commented, I put, go outside. Now, I didn't bother building a barn because every time I build a barn or anything to try and keep these Brahmins in where they belong, they just wander, so I just said, the hell with it. I'm not going to fight no more. So like I said, on the second level here, you do have all of your vendors. Now up here on the final level is all of your residents. Like I said, the pieces I used, I did wander around Far Harbor, taking a look at the buildings and seeing, you know, what materials were used to try and get this to kind of fit in. So I did see this kind of material in quite a few of the buildings. Now this mailbox, I know it says Nora on it, but what happens is the settlers will come up to this mailbox and actually pull out a newspaper and stand there reading a newspaper. Really amazing. They put some bushes outside, a couple chairs. And if you notice, I've done paintings. I put some paintings in just to kind of break things up. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the new Longfellow's cabin, which is really not even a cabin anymore. So if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. The algorithm will love you. I'll love you. Everyone will love you. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Move your mouse a little to the right. Hit that bell icon so you'll be notified each and every time I upload a video. And always remember, wherever the journey takes you, may the road rise up to greet you. I'm Jellybean, and thank you so very much for watching.